What were the main takeaways from this year's COP27 conference? 2022 United Nations Climate Change Conference was held between the 6th of November and the 18th of November in Sharm El Sheikh, Egypt. Now at its 27th yearly conference, the first took place in 1995 in Berlin, Germany, where members of the United Nations congregated to discuss matters relating to climate change. Coverage for the summit this year in particular has been met with a large percentage of criticism by the press, ultimately marking 2 weeks of negotiation a disappointment. The fortnight concluded with an extensive negotiation session that lasted 40 hours past the conference's deadline and ending with a promise to create a first-of-its-kind fund for countries suffering the most strain from climate disasters, explained by UN Executive Ursula von der Leyen as a step towards climate justice, concluding that there is still much left to do to protect our planet. Elsewhere, concerns have been raised over the UN's goal of keeping mean land and ocean temperature above 1.5 degrees Celsius, a promise maintained by the EU and many other developed countries. It is believed that unless fossil fuels are eradicated completely in our near future, it is likely we will exceed this limit permanently by 2031. Criticisms also arose by the number of representatives connected to oil and gas industries in attendance. Despite efforts by countries such as India for a rapid phase down of all fossil fuel use, voices were ultimately drowned out in part by the 636 delegates connected to these industries. COP28 will take place next year in Dubai.